Hi, I'm Construction Gamer and this is Celtic City on Cities Skylines. This is going to be episode number 36 in the series, and in this episode we're going to be dealing with some traffic issues which I've identified as I scroll away from where I wanted to look. This roundabout I knew when I built it would probably be an issue at some point in the future of the game as the city grows, but I didn't expect it to be an issue so early on. There are plenty of things I could probably do around this area to improve the situation, but it is quite tricky. If we just come down here, you can see all the different height elevations that we've got going on there. I mean, it's not completely unworkable, but it does make building junctions quite difficult. You can see we've got this huge hill which comes up onto this roundabout here. I think one of the first things that I need to do is get rid of this road. So if we bring up the UI and pause it a minute, I think this isn't helpful at the minute, so I'm going to get rid of this straight away, get rid of that, and I'm going to put in another access to off whatever it is, asymmetric, get that in there, turn it around, and then that still provides access for these people living here, because this bit, it doesn't look too busy at the minute, but when I was looking at the traffic congestion, it is showing bright red, so it is already busy, so it do need another access for these residents here. Could probably do while I'm here with just putting another road in there, upgrade that, and that, and that, and that, like that, and probably another one as well. No, I don't want to. No, we'll leave that like that. So they have access. How have they been getting two places? Oh, there's another road there. Okay, so we've got that little bottleneck out the way, and what we can do now is, don't think that needs to be asymmetric. We can just chuck in a standard 2-lane road there. That should be fine because we've only got 2 lanes coming in. What we just need to do is make sure our lanes are all connected properly, so he's not turning right and doing a U-turn, and then just make sure there's no crossing of that point, so they have to go around the roundabout. And that should help things a little bit, but we've still got all this congestion coming off here and coming this way. I have looked at some of the routes, and we do have, just looking at trucks and private vehicles, we do have a number of trucks and private vehicles coming into Celtic City, so we can see that as we start to grow Celtic City, it is going to be a bigger issue as the city grows. So what I intend to do is get some freight and passengers rail services over to the north west of the city. I've already been doing a couple of little things just to start getting the freight moving in the right direction. So I had a bit of an issue excuse me, a bit of an issue over here with freight coming through this station, so I've put this bit of track in just to allow trains from the oil refinery to access the bypass line that I've put in, and I've used the road anarchy. So I've laid a track straight across with road anarchy on, and it's just created this diamond crossover. So not a diamond crossover, but a flat crossing. So there's no junction created when that comes in, so it just goes straight across and then into there. And then what I've done is there was no access from that freight depot to this one. There is access from this to the southern one at the port, but what I've done is we've already had this junction in for a while, and I've just put this loop in so freight trains can come from the oil terminal up, come around this loop and then back down again. It's a bit convoluted, but they are using it, so that's going to take some of the traffic strain off as well. And this basically has been connected so trains can go north and then go around the bypass around the top of the city, and then I've already got some of the track in and then this can come round to here. So I'm going to put the modern train station in that I said I was going to, the terminus around here somewhere, and I'm also going to put a freight yard terminal in close to the city centre as well. I mean, you do get, with big cities, you do get freight terminals in, you know, towards the centre of the city. I'm thinking like London with Wimbledon, not Wimbledon, Wembley, where the stadium is. There's also one of the biggest cargo freight yards inside the M25 as well, to get that freight into London. So it is realistic, I'd say, to have a freight cargo terminal within what would be the inner city, outer inner city, yeah. So yeah, doing a few things. I'm looking at it, I'm probably going to do something a bit more radical in the future with this, because even after I built this highway section, still getting loads of traffic. I've tried to do everything I can with the lines manager and things like that, but no, not that one. Congestion. Got a lot of vehicles wanting to turn right, and yeah, it's not working properly. Don't know why they come this way when they've got access to this roundabout, but that's what they're doing. So something is going to have to happen in the future when Celtic City Centre grows, but I'm going to have to put that off for now. Money is still an issue because we have lost about 20,000 sims since I did all the work around here with reducing the height of the buildings and the density. Have done a couple of things. We're producing far too much power, so over at the power station I've turned off 3 of the turbines of this gas-fired power station facility over here. So having these clustered together is quite handy because you can just turn off banks of them, and in that way you're not producing too much electricity and in such just wasting money basically. I could probably do, because these only produced 48, I could probably turn off a few more, but I just want to leave a bit of a cushion in there because, as you know, power requirements do jump up and down sporadically even without using the day-night cycle. So money really, it's not great, but it's not an urgent thing at the minute. We're sticking around 1.3 million credits at the minute, so I'm just going to leave that ticking along. And what we are going to do is we are going to build this new railway station serving this side. And what I'm going to do is bring I've got a service from Celtic City East which calls Kick Station South, which is the Institute like Parkway. It's got a little bus service running in, and then this comes, I'm going to extend that service into Celtic City southwest. And what is going to, it is a bit of a convoluted route, but I'm thinking possibly with trains being faster that people may use it, and especially to get to the university. And we're also going to have that cargo freight terminal as well. So just looking at the lie of the land, we are pretty hilly, but I think it is not too bad. I think what I might do, where is the brush thingamabob? I'm going to flatten all of this out like so. It's one of the things that I've found with using the extra landscaping tools mod is it's an essential mod for me, I think, and you know, I find it difficult to play the game without it, but it is unfortunate that landscaping is free, so sometimes you do find yourself just doing a little bit more landscaping than you normally probably would if it wasn't free. So what do we need? It's just one of the little things with it, but it is just for the extra options that you get with it, like the water structures and all the other different options that you get. It is quite important, I think. So I'm going to put in a 2, yeah, like that. See how bad that is. Yeah, that's pretty awful, to be fair. Let's pause the game, get rid of all this nonsense, and what I want is what do I want? Nice big flat area to about there, probably doing a bit more than I really need, and I want just that to go out to there, that to go out to there, and then I want a cross connector between those two, and then we want to put in our terminus station. It's absolutely enormous. I'm not sure quite how many lines we're going to have connected up to this, but I wanted to use it because it is quite a nice looking station, and we're going to have more flattening of terrain on the approach, the trumpet approach, and then we just want to get rid of that. Actually, need my lamp on, I can't see. So we want to just have a gradual hill down here to those connections. You can get rid of that one as well, just using the slope tool. Nice gradual slope. Chuck those connections in. Not like that. Like that. That'll do. And then we can start getting our rail connections in. So what I want is the two central tracks. We're going to have two tracks running off, so one's going to go somewhere else eventually at some stage in the future, and one of them is going to go and connect up to this one here, and we just want to bring these tracks in. It's going to have to be a two-part jobby, and just bring that down like that, and then just bring it in. Try and not have any glitching, just like that. Try and recreate that again. Helps to do stuff like this. It does help to do it in two parts, just so you have extra control over the curve, like so. Doesn't look too bad. And then we'll bring these in as well. No, start it from there, and then get another one in, like so. Start that from there, bring that in, and connect that up, like so. That's going to have a node in. Oh, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Nice and gentle, and we have the catenary. I've got the catenary changer on it, so it doesn't look as messy with these ones in place. They don't seem to conflict as much and have, you know, bits of catenary mast in the middle of the running rail track. So pretty pleased with that, how that is looking. We'll get a bit of paint going on, paint some gravel in between just to tidy things up, like so. And then I think what I'm going to do is flatten the top of that off, not so much, like so, and then bring the track in. Our track is over there. I think I'm going to have a big tunnel, you know. No, I'm not. It's not with that turned on. I'm not. Right, we're going to try that again. So tunnel please, like so. Bring that around to just the base of this mountain, then bring it up again. Let's have a look how that looks. That's well up in the air. Nice. Right, so we want to be underground when we get that node. I'm going to look at that track, bring that down to something a bit more sensible. Bring that. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. It is in a tunnel, you won't see it, but I'll know it's there. So we're going to get rid of that roller coaster jump there, ski jump. Where's the node? There it is. Bring that down to something a bit more sensible. What's this looking like from this end? Turn that off a minute. Just a bit of a ski jump there as well. So get rid of you. Where's the node? Give me the node. Bring that down. Find the other node. Just make it. I'm not going to make it smooth, but I'm just going to make it look a bit less like a roller coaster, and that's not too bad. And then we need to try and get this connected up somehow. So let's see. Just bring a bit of a curve. No, I don't want to be too close to the road because I'm going to have to change that at some point. And then just no, don't build it. Do not do that. Right, get there like that. Oh no. Right, okay. Yeah, I mean all this is going to have to be rebuilt at some point, the actual road itself. I just want to get the track in looking a bit tidier. I can smooth it afterwards, I know that. No, bring the land up to meet the track, and then we are going to have to eyeball it, I think. Coming in. Doesn't look, yeah, it does. Looks awful. I was going to say, almost said it doesn't look too bad, but that looks awful. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Electric's Smooth It mod, select plenty of nodes, see what that does. No, that doesn't need to be like that, does it? Let's take a look. It's quite steep for a rail line, but I think I'm going to live with that. So we do now have a connection. What we need to do is get the train, where are you? The little parkway here, drag that over to somewhere over here, chuck it in there, chuck it, no, get me thing, drag it, put it in here, and then that's that. And then we've got to put our stops back in, so we've got that bypassed line. Some people might use it, but also it allows, we do have, if I've done this right, we've got all the junctions in, so we've got the station connected there, comes along here, and then we've got a connection to another outside connection here, and we've got access to the most easterly outside connection and to Celtic City East and to the freight as well. So that is much better, he says hesitantly, because I've just noticed how much space this has taken up, because I wanted to get a cargo thing in as well at some location, but I think let's have a look. So if you can do a junction in a tunnel, so at least it's hidden, I'm not looking at it. Is that connected? No, great, yeah, fantastic. Right, we don't want it connected to the ground, we just want a tunnel. That'd be nice. No. Tunnel connected like so. Move it whilst we're underground. Again, it doesn't matter that it doesn't look too good, but I do want it to be semi not awful, so we'll bring that in, and then possibly not like that. Let's level the ground off like so. I didn't want it so close to the station actually, but I'm just looking at it, and it is quite constrained, especially with all the terrain in this location, and I know I'm doing far too much terraforming here. But I think if we get that in, I'm just going to plonk it and then move it, and then I'm going to try and put in some sort of road setup. So if I put that there, I'm going to use some keys later on just to tidy things up. I think if I just put that there, and then bring this track, we want to be up, in, and we want to tunnel, and then connect that up like that. Go back to move it, and get rid of, wow, where's the node for that? Where are you? There you are. Yeah, we want to bring this down. Where are you? Bring you right down, like so. And I'm going to leave that like that. So we do have now a connection. I've got to put the roads in somehow. I think what I'll do is just extend this track out a little bit. That's going to go to Celtic City West at some point in the future, and what we want to do is put a one-way road in. Come on, like that. Thank you very much. No. And right, you don't need to be that high. There's the catenary. Are we hitting it? That'd be hitting it. Just get it as low as we physically can before it hits the catenary, and then bring this down. It's not going to be pretty, I know that much. And I think it's the wrong direction, isn't it? Like so, and then... Is it? Is it though? We'll soon find out. Come on. That's it. And then we'll have some sort of road coming off here. Bring that up, please. Bring the ground level up to that. And then swing that in. No. Like so. Fair, yes, very nice. Yes, lovely. So, yeah. Like so. Turn that into just grey concrete so trucks aren't driving over the grass, and I think that is the right direction, but it's not the end of the world if it isn't. They're connected up still, that's all in place. We can turn that on now, and what we can also do is bring the metro 2-track underground. Oh no, what have I done? How have I managed that? Right, underground please. Underground. What am I doing? Right. Why is it doing that? Right, okay, get rid of you for a minute. That's not you. Oh no. And this is why I do speed builds, because I am not good at narrating. But this is, if you haven't guessed, this is slightly different to the usual episode. I am experimenting with doing sort of let's play. I don't understand why that wants to be. Just stop it, please. Just connect to. Well, I'm definitely on. Oh, you idiot! I've got the ground to bring up to level, haven't I? No, that's better. Bring that round like that. So yeah, what was I saying? I'm trying something different. I'm trying to do a sort of let's play where I narrate my attempt at building something. If you prefer this to the speed build, then please do let me know in the comments below. I might run a bit of a poll to see what people think of this new attempt. It's just because I've been playing Transport Fever 2 on the early release, and all the videos have been let's plays with me talking over the top, and I wasn't doing an awful job of doing that, so I thought I'll try it with City Skylines, see what you guys think. If you don't want me to do this again, let me know and I'll go back to the speed build. But it is one of the things with doing this, it is a bit easier for the after editing, because doing the whole time lapse and then recording voice over the top of the time lapse just takes a bit of extra time to set up. And he wants some water. So does he. He needs power as well, doesn't he? Is he getting power? Yeah. So now what I want now is something, some road of some sort, like that. One. straight. One. So, and then we've got a bus. We do have a bus route somewhere, which we can also already get straight into this into this train. No, come on, go around there, please. And now we have our station access. That curve is possibly a bit too steep for my liking, but we are quite constrained with the space. I just want to bring that tunnel entrance out so it looks a bit better, and this one as well. Bring that out so it looks a bit longer. Just go down and see what it looks like. Still elevated. I want the node. Where's my track? Right, so you are like that, and then you are in the air. Like that. So yeah, it's a bit steep, but it doesn't look horrendous. And if I just get the terraforming tool, just coming over here and just straighten those, connect those two up. And what I want to do is, using key and a key, is just come across there like that. And no, I'm not going to connect those up. We want to be above ground. Bring him over, bring that one over. And why I didn't just connect it up in one go is because I want nice sharp angles rather than having a rounded angle. I don't think they look as realistic or as good. So do the same on this side. Bring that. No, don't connect, because you will just create a curve, which is not what I want. Go up the way. So now bring you over, bring you down, and then try and get this. This is where it starts to get tricky, because obviously you've got overlapping nodes, which does make things a bit more difficult. Bring him up so we haven't got such. So you come here like that, and then bring you in like that. That's better. And then bring. No, where's my node? That one. Right, there. Yeah, this sort of concentrating stuff is why it's sometimes easier to do it with the speed build, because it does take quite a bit of concentration, especially for me, to get things like this done. So that doesn't look too bad. Could probably do with just dropping that like that, and then this track will go off to somewhere eventually. When it's got a destination, I can just put another tunnel portal in, and what we can do is just bring this over to the road and bring that up to the road level here, and then hopefully should just be able to fill in this little bit of a hole with that, like so. Smooth it off a bit, and Bob's your uncle. So it does take a bit of a while. Oh no, people are just driving on this for the sake of it. Don't know why. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of a while for the freight system to realise it can use this new freight cargo thingy, but hopefully it should start using it and bring some of the freight in for this part of the city via rail, rather than driving it through the middle of the city centre like that. So we've got quite a bit done. Is that the first one? Let's watch this coming in, because I want to make sure I've done my road in the right direction. That was pretty quick for the game, actually. It's realised pretty quickly. Oh, I've got this here now, so we're already taking some of the congestion from that eastern part of the city. He's going to offload some goods, and they are going that way. I think that is the right direction. If it's not the end of the world, because we can just flip it. But we already have a couple of trucks coming in. There was another train as well. This is fantastic. This is going to save so much traffic, especially in the future as we grow the city. and they're all happily using that. There's quite a few on that one. So there we are, we have our train station. Don't imagine this is going to be used by a great deal of people at the moment, but we do have a tourist connection as well now, or an outside connection to the city. So there we are. I've done my first, well not my first, but I've done a Let's Play for City Skylines. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should I try and improve and stick with it, or stick with the speed builds? Let me know. And I'm going to say, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to say, until next time, bye bye.